Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Now we're going to look into the book of Job and let the scriptures speak about a group of people and see if we can identify these people. Now when you go into Job, the first verse of chapter 30, it says, "But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose father I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock." Now, to get to the point and jump down to verse 6, it say, "To dwell in the clefts of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks." And jumping down to verse 8, "They were children of fools, yeah, children of base men, they were viler than the earth." Okay, now this is Job speaking. So who was these people that Job wouldn't disdain to set with the dogs of his flock? Why was they not able to be around the dogs? Okay, and who is these people? So let's go to Job the first chapter and see where is Job? Where is he at? Job the first chapter, it say, "There was a man," this first verse and first chapter, "there was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job." Okay, now in the land of Uz, a man that was living in the land of Uz, say it was some people there that was, when you couldn't put these people with the dogs of his flock. Now, why was he not wanting to put these people with the dogs of his flock? Is the first question. But who are these people is the second question. When you go to Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21, it says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom," or the children of Edom, "that dwelleth in the land of Uz." Okay, now we see these are the people that dwell in the land of Uz, the daughter of Edom, the Edomites. Now when you go to verse 22, it lets you know also that the Edomites would have the daughter of Zion, the Israelites, in the captivity, in slavery. You see? When you go to chapter 5 of Lamentation, chapter 5, verse 8, it says, "Servants have ruled over us. There is none that do Salakia. There is none that deliver us out of their hand." So the children of Israel is in captivity under the Edomites, and nobody is delivering the Israelites out of the Edomites' hand. And the Edomites is dwelling in the land of Uz. That was one of their lands that they was dwelling in. And Job say they were children of fools, children of base men. And you couldn't let these people be around your animals. Now when you go into the New Testament, let's see what Hebrews chapter 12 said about Esau, the father of the Edomites. And pretty much he's talking about all the Edomites. In Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16, it say, "For lest there be any fornicator." That means somebody who sleeps with anybody and anything at any time. "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau," or Edom, the Edomites. You see, it's a clear operation. Now we gonna go deeper into this thing, but let me switch my screen to really bring out the point that these Edomites is the one that sleeps with animals and things. Because let me get this verse before I switch my screen. 1 Samuel chapter 15. And it's talking about the Edomites in verse 3. But notice what's going on in verse 3 of 1 Samuel chapter 15, talking about the grandson of Edom, the top tribe of Edom. Like the Israelites have Judah as the top tribe, but these peoples have Amalek as the top tribe. So in verse 3 it says, now go and smite Amalek, meaning kill all the Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both men and women, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. You got to even kill the animal. And wonder why you got to kill the animal. Because these people's out here doing stuff with the animals. They're fornicators, like the Hebrews say. Esau is a fornicator. Now let's get another aspect of Esau before I give the major evidence of this situation. Malachi 1 and 4, it identifies who these Edomites is, along with Romans chapter 9. It say, Esau have I hated, the most I hate the Edomites, Esau. But Paul got that from Malachi chapter 1. Chapter 1 verse 4, well, starting at verse 3, I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Verse 4, whereas Edom, see the whole nation of Edom, saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and rebuild the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them, meaning multiple peoples, the border of wickedness, the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. You see, he forever got indignation with these peoples, because these individuals are a bunch of fornicators. They would sit around and sleep with the animals. Now I'm going to get this Leviticus chapter 18 verse 23 before I get these pictures. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therein, neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down therein. It is confusion. And verse 24 lets you know that these Edomites is known for this. It say, defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. So these other nations outside of Israel was around here sleeping with these nasty animals. Now you can clearly see, who is you gonna see? All heathens. You see Edom in here, and then you got some of these what you would call them Elam, or some other Edomites in other countries. Cause see, Edom been spreading their seed around too. But look at this man done married his darn horse, sitting up here kissing him on Jerry Springer. I married a horse. This woman marrying a darn fish. You see, and the Lord put the spirit on these people to do these things, because he was going to expose their behind. When you go to Jeremiah, let's see here, Jeremiah, the 49th chapter, because they trying to hide, but you're not going to hide. Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. You see, this how he making them bare. He letting you know these are the people that sit around and marry animals, sleep with animals, kiss animals all in the mouth. Look at this lady. She got the gown on and put a jacket on the dog. You see? That's the nation of Edom. He put the spirit on these people to produce who they are. And you got the Indian, the so-called India, E.D.O.M, and you got some more E.D.O.M in here, probably mixed with the Edomites, sitting around marrying their dog, marrying freaking cows and stuff. You see, that's what's going on. But let me finish the verse. Jeremiah 49:10, it says, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. You see, and the Lord putting it on the Israelites to expose these people for sitting around marrying animals. You see, they're marrying a whale. Salakia. Lady marrying a whale. Come on, man. What you doing around here marrying a dolphin, a darn fish in the water? Something wrong with you sitting around marrying a fish in the water, man. Something is desperately wrong with you. But it ain't nothing wrong with you. That's how the Lord is exposing these people. You see? Because it's clear who's doing all this stuff, man. It's not a bunch of other people. Look, sitting around marrying a dog. People got to be out of your mind. But that exposed these people, man. These are the people that sitting around trying to make themselves God. And this is the type of stuff they do. And it's just not one. Esau was trying to hide himself back in the day. This the whole nation. In verse 7 it say this concerning Edom, the whole nation. Is wisdom no more in Teman? You see? They was pushing out that they so wise and all this stuff, but you ain't wise enough to see who you are and the kind of crap that y'all be pushing out here. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, double honor to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.